Where tigers roam mountains. Uttarakhand has flaunted its tiger range up to 12,000 feet. How commonly are tigers found at such altitudes? To celebrate International Tiger Day last week, Uttarakhand government highlighted the expanse of the state's tiger map from Corbett National Park to Kedarnath Wildlife Sanctuary. Between the Terai and the mountain, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami flaunted the tiger range from an elevation of 1181 feet 360 meter to 12,073 feet 3680 meter as a testimony of Uttarakhand's success in tiger conservation. The tiger's usual range is under 6,000 feet below 1,800 feet think Kasauli. That makes its presence above 12,000 feet. The elevation of the Kedarnath temple rare, but tigers have shown up before a strategically placed motion-triggered camera at higher altitudes. Global spotlight. While there have been ample anecdotal accounts of tigers roaming significantly higher slopes of their Himalayan habitats, the global fascination with the so-called high altitude or snow tigers was triggered by a BBC documentary that claimed to have discovered a lost tiger population in Bhutan mountains in 2010. The documentary Lost Land of the Tiger made splashes around the globe even as conservationists pointed out that the tigers in question were never lost. In fact, the first photographic evidence of a tiger in Bhutan was recorded in 2000 in Phumsengla National Park at 9728 feet, then the highest altitude record of the species. Then not a long before the BBC team landed on Bhutan, another camera trap study set a new elevation record for tigers, capturing an adult male in the snow inside Jigme Doroji National Park at 13,780 feet. Since 2018. Since the global hype generated in 2010, high altitude tigers have been photographed in Bhutan on multiple occasions, including the first high resolution capture above 11,000 feet by Emmanuel Rondeau for WWF UK in 2017. In 2020, Nepal also captured two ridge scaling tigers, one at 8,200 feet in Daldera in April and another at 10,400 feet in Kanchenjunga landscape region in November. Sightings in India. In India, anecdotes of high altitude tigers survive in community tales as also in the accounts of hunters, adventurers, and naturalists. Back in 1912, in the annals of expeditions in Tibet and Assam, Himalaya, British political officer F.M. Bailey alluded to the tigers in the high altitude forest in the Mismi Hills, Arunachal Pradesh. Naturalist H.S. Pratar, Bombay National History Society 1948 observed that the tiger has left it intact in the winter snows of the Himalayas at an altitude of 10,000 feet. In his Man-Eaters and Memories, Indian Forest Service officer J.E. Carrington Turner wrote about shooting a man-eating tiger in Gori Valley, now in Uttarakhand's Pithoragarh district. In Forbidden Land, anthropologist Arnold Henry Savage Landor described how a Rajwar belonging to Ban Raji tribe from Uttarakhand's Ascot offered to take him tiger hunting. In recent times, 70-meter long track tiger pug marks were spotted in the snow at 10,000 feet near Jelepla, a mountain pass between Sikkim and Tibet Autonomous Region, China in March 2019. 9. Photographic evidence emerged in January 2014 in Dibang Valley district of Arunachal Pradesh at a relatively modest 5,800 feet. Since 2016, multiple records of tigers above 10,000 feet have been recorded in India. March 2016, a tigress was camera trapped at 10,742 feet in Ascot Musk Deer Wildlife Sanctuary near Pithoragarh in Uttarakhand. Jammu 2017, two male tigers were captured at 11,909 feet in the Mismi Hills of Arunachal Pradesh. These two were the first photos of tigers. December 2018, a tiger was photographed at 9,563 feet, Panghola Wildlife Sanctuary. May 2019, a tiger was camera trapped in Rudraprayag's Kedarnath Wildlife Sanctuary at 11,155 feet. Causes for concern. Records of high altitude tigers getting somewhat routine have alarmed a section of conservatists. Warming induced by climate change, they argue, is making the higher mountains tolerable for tigers. But the fact that tigers are found roaming the snow indicates that their upward movement is not deterred by the cold. A more likely explanation is that tigers, given an opportunity, have always ventured far and wide. Thanks to a better monitoring regime and camera traps, scientists and managers are now getting to learn more about the actual ranges. The fact there are enough tigers in certain pockets to wander around is certainly good news, but that should not prompt hasty proposals such as declaring a high altitude area as tiger reserve or even shifting a conservation area upward based on a few tiger photos. Like Siberian tigers do not actually live in Siberia but in temperate broadleaf mixed pine and pure deciduous forest, it is unlikely that tigers spotted in the snow have settled down there. The survival still depends on the forest below. There can be no trade offs between traditional tiger habitat and these new heights of feline interest. Thank you.